So you wanna be a chainsaw man? I said I wanna be a chainsaw man. Oh, I wanna be a chainsaw man. Yeah, I wanna be a chainsaw man. Ow! Thumbnail happened. Episode 1's up. What's next? For Denji, for Chainsaw Man? Wow, well, I said a thing a bunch of times in the first episode's reaction. He doesn't know anything about anything. He doesn't know nothing about nothing. He's like a little pupper. He's like a little golden retriever who can kind of freak out. But he doesn't know anything about anything. And he's just met some really cool people in really cool coats. And now we gotta meet some characters, and we gotta find out what this world is. What the hell is actually going on? I want sick-ass scenes as we, walk through or drive through headquarters or cities or stuff, and actually showing him cool places instead of what the Yakuza guys were doing, where they were keeping him really constrained and confined. Like, you go from where you are in your shack to the car, and then in the car you can see outside, but not really. And we always bring your attention back to focus, and then we take you to a place where there's a big monster, and you fight the monster, and then we put you back in the car. So he doesn't know nothing about nothing. It's time for his world to open up. Time to see what's outside there, and who's outside there, and find out who these people are. I'm into it. That's the only next step that makes a lot of sense to me for Chainsaw Man. I could be totally wrong because this is Fujiboyo, and I don't know, man. This guy's a little crazy. Maybe a little more than a little crazy. He's a little nuts. Exciting. Gotta draw a thing. I think we're starting with a dog crate. Or like a doghouse. Very cute. Not very humane. This is Denji, I think. Oof, oof. This has gone bad, guys. This has gone awful. The doghouse. In the middle of the street. And that's why papers have a second side. Okay, we'll do this differently. I'm gonna put him... Actually frame this out a little bit. That's a shoulder. Big bootius. Oh boy. I don't think I've got a future as a hentai artist, folks. This is still the doghouse. Just barely outside the doghouse. Still a dog on a chain. And it's in a good doggy. In a gloved, beautiful hand, right? What is our circumstance, exactly? And what's next? Right? And are we still actually in a cage? Yeah. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Chainsaws Man Episode 2. And yes, I do want to be a chainsaw man. So you wanna be a chainsaw man? Yes, that is what I said. Episode 1 was pretty sick. It nailed every beat that I thought it could possibly hit, and a couple of extras. What's next? That's actually the question of the episode that we're gonna watch, is what's next? Because that's the whole of the start of the setup of the story, and it's a perfect place to cut us off. What's next is a question that has to be answered by what's actually out there in the world. The sort of stuff that Denji has literally never known or seen. I said it multiple times in the previous reaction. This kid doesn't know anything about anything. He doesn't know how badly he's been taken advantage of. He doesn't know what money is actually worth. He doesn't know what that city that he's driven through is actually like. He's been shepherded from one location to another location by terribly manipulative, isolating, restrictive, imprisoning Yakuza who knew that doing that and keeping him from ever seeing anything of any interest would be the best way to keep him a loyal dog who would work for scraps. And now he's entering into a new circumstance with a new owner, as we might say, who, like an abused golden retriever puppy from the pound, is willing to, and seemingly has the bones to and the backbone to, hold him together, and show him what's actually available out there in the free world. Leash on, collar on, chains on, man? Well, maybe. Maybe having some chains on and being allowed to go out into the world a little bit is better than being totally fucking unhinged and then either deadified or thrown into another cage. So, I'll take a chosen cage and vast amounts of novel freedom for now, at least. Maybe for the foreseeable future, if things are actually fair and balanced and workable and communicative and interesting and we have a good relationship and the sex is, I mean, the yeah, no, seriously. If everything works, then some restriction in exchange for some comfort is exactly right. But we gotta know what's out there in the world, and I'd really like some scenes of Denji having reality open up to him and some revelations about where he's been and what actually exists. You know, he was out there killing the tomato devil and getting a few dozen bucks for it. What's that actually worth? And then once you have that money, what does that actually buy? New clothes, a night on the town, arcade games, cars, and how much freedom do you have to use and spend the things that you work for or pay for or do yourself? These are the questions that I have coming into episode 2 of Chainsaw Man. I fully expect that they will just get exploded and not answered at all because the story's going to be a wild roller coaster, and I'm okay with that. Fujimoto, take me. Take me away to your crazy, crazy world. That's all I got here at the beginning, folks. We're going to watch Chainsaw Man episode 2. We're going to have a nice time. Early access on the Patreon. Thank you so much for everybody who's already joined. More chainsaws, more mans. 2 versions, picture-in-picture, in the description. Timer on YouTube, beep beep timer, episode 2 of Chainsaws Man. Let's go. That's a car. That's her eye. Yeah, what's up with those? You got the eye of foresight? Yep. She's so cute. Oh, that's so cute too. Okay. Kawareru koto. Hai kawan. Wolf. She means exactly what she said. Yikes. Well. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not so bad. Oh, I don't know if he's dead, dude. He's in you. What's a rest stop? Oh, being a dog is nice. Giving of self to me. What? Overwhelming. And warm. Ah. Ah, she took her own. Oh. Yeah, man. You're a dingus. Okay, I'm gonna try to pay attention to the lyrics this time. Because obviously the visuals are pretty sick and overwhelming. Shouting out inside of my head. Listening to your own voice? Yeah. But okay. 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 Get ourselves settled in a nice slice of hell. So embrace the hellish suffering of reality. Yeah, okay, yeah. Everything broken. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Oh, a rest stop. It's a Buc-ee's! Am I allowed to order 2 things? Hi, whoop. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Yeah, they sure do, don't they? Double-edged, huh? That's a line. Well, she might know. This might not be that uncommon. Almost. Hambun. Hafu. Uh-huh. What about the eyes, though? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's so pleased. Oh, you've lost a lot of blood. Let's get some glucose in you, man. Oh my god. Nice. Good donkey. Alright. Well, I've had worse. Mm, dogs. Say dogs. Big, strong beefcakes. Who's that? Uh, Never, ever, in ever. Well. Oh. Dork. All of reality. Yes! That's what I wanted. Please, hallways. Cool hallways, cool hallways. Rad. Rad. He's got one brain cell. He can't even rub it up against anything. Oh. Whatever that is. Ah. Ah. That's what I'm waiting for. Coworkers. Hi. People like him. Come, doggy. Oh. Aw, good doggy. This is the pathway to the thing that you want. Ah, it's beautiful. Do you know how many YouTube tutorials they had to watch? Give it your all, buddy. Oh, so many YouTube tutorials. These crowd shots are fun. One brain cell. No answer. Is it legal for you to be walking around with a sword on your back? Oh, yeah! That's a way to start it. Hey. Just to show who's boss, eh? Huh! Yeah, alright. Why, though? Ooh, no? Oh. I see. You're just trying to gatekeep. And honestly, effectively. This is hazing. No, this is great. He is fine. Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Ow. Oh. I was gonna eat that. He's gonna attack you, dude. You just wasted a cigarette. What the fuck? Yep. Straight at you. Squeeze me. No. Alright, well, can we see if he's got some powers? For the first time. Out of my way. I'll take it. It's hers. Yeah. Oh, this is bonding. Trauma bonding. We can bond. Oh, this is good. We're gonna be best friends. Oh, this is so good. We're gonna be best friends. It really did tell you. I only go. Excellent. Yeah, that's what I said. I told you. I warned you. Really? Oh, good, good, good. You're doing great. Please no. Oh, good. That's why we're sending him there. Let's send him to Class D. We're sending you all the rejects. Yes, all the weirdos. Vague rumors about what? I'm special. I'm dead. Hmm. You're an enemy of the world, dog. Yeah, marriage. Yeah, you know. Oh, we're roommates now? Ah, what does that remind me of? It reminds me of something. I like him. So he doesn't answer the bad, but he does answer the good. Of course she is. Wow. Mine too. Loyalty, loyalty. Wow. That's not what that means, bro. Oh no. Way too much, man. Uh. It's never had sugar. He's a gold retriever puppy, just playing everywhere. Oh, poor guy. Hey. Oh, the hair is down. Furious. Ah, but the work. The work. They're using Fiend now? Probably you won't need to do. Why do you have an axe? What's a school? Oh, like the zombies? No, because you're. I'd love to see it. Let's see. Hi. Oh, insectoid. Man, they really hate devil hunters. Does that do it? Did I need to? Sympathy for the devil? Ow. Hmm. Hmm. Everybody's got their own. Everybody's got their own perspective. Oh. Yeah. How can you even. How can you even say that? What did I do wrong? Denji. Denji. My dreams are coming true. Just piles of porn mags. Everything's great. Yep. That's amazing. What do I want to do with my life? But I got nothing. Titties. That's a pretty good goal. That's a start, man. I could do it. I could really do it. Oh my god. No, I have a serious goal, dude. Ah, my destiny. I am. This is my serious goal. What? A buddy? Buddy? Oh, it's gonna be the crazy one. Uh-oh. Oh! I love her. I love her. I'm in love. I love her. They are the same. Murder! Hey. Reasonable, huh? Ah. We're right on the edge, gotta prove ourselves all the way through. Dead and dead, yes, yes. I like these frames of Makima with the backing behind her. They're really good. They're solidly chief of police. Uh-uh. Oh, a hyperactive doggo. Ah! Here, eat that. Not by only thinking about that, you doingus. Nice. Hey, power. Oh. What? Is that so? Hmm. That's great. Oh, I smell. So happy. Oh, the sea cucumber devil. How wonderfully gross. Okay. Oh, I think it's all right now. I think I'm all right. Oh, this is happening. And it's cute. What an amazing change of pace from episode 1 to this one. Okay, this is... Never mind, I actually have to watch this. And then to Aki? Yeah. Everybody in their own rooms with their own thing until they leave. She works so well as a chief of police character. It's like Pat Labor or... Is this Spider-Man now? Yes. Yeah, same story. So actually, yes. She's so flippy and weepy. And he's so stoic and stable. Great character designs. There's such a gentle focus and use of close-ups all throughout. Again, it's cinematographic in its sense, in its sensibilities. And it ends up being really powerful as such. But then there's this care to the subtleties of expression. That's really rare to see. We get so much out of shadow and so much out of slight facial angles and subtle expressive moves. And then we get even more when we get closer up or are really focused on eyes and eyeline here and there, you know? These things are hyper expressive. They're way beyond expressions to the level of micro expression. And so the understanding of those and ability to make them register, get those pupil dilations right, so that they read to our subconscious properly, that's next level. That's next level. It's very filmic. It's... Okay, the best place that I've seen anything like this done is Kyoto Animation pre-Fire Hibike Euphonium. That stuff, and some of Liz and the Bluebird, but not as much in Liz and the Bluebird. Hibike. Where the eyes and the facial expressions and the way that the eye wibblies and the dots and the thing are organized all produces micro-expressivity. You get moments of a character like shaking her hair out in front of a mirror and examining her own features, and it feels that deep or that intense and that real. This, though, this is all in intense circumstances and interactions. It makes every scene really suck me in. So I think I notice it really heavily in any of these moments with eyeline, but when we have the fight with Aki, it's all throughout there as these characters express back and forth and have these emotional moments back and forth. Oh man, what I sort of didn't expect here was for the character interactions to be the most intricate part of the episode. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect, like, deep facial expressions and stuff to be carrying the episode in some sense. It's like if you go in... It's like if I went in and I watched a Fast and the Furious movie and I actually found myself fascinated by the plot. Right? And like, wow, they're really nailing the acting. They all took classes or something. That's what it feels like, and it feels like the camera work is showing off the characters instead of the damn cars. That's cool. That's cool. I really like this scene walking across the background, partly because of the way that we've relit the characters so that they show up. I really like the way that they've integrated the characters walking through crowds repeatedly. The crowds, first off, look really good, and second, they look like filmed crowds instead of anime crowds. The real impression that you get when you put a camera on somebody and they're walking through a crowd, and all the tricks that you have to do to keep your eye on them, we're doing. It's really impressive. It's really impressively produced, kind of all the way through. And on top of a chassis with unique and odd character designs. I'm pretty impressed by the overall style of the thing. Cool. Can't hate that. I love how everything about Maki changes completely once she's at the desk, in some real way. The power dynamic has changed completely. It's interesting. It does feel like a little bit of a bait and switch in some sense. But still, there she is, and she's lovely. And of course, he is truly fallen for her. Ah. The crowd shots, from close ups to far ups to everything else. And then we snap to the battle. We get these close in expressions, but also really dynamic, nice, punchy, not oversold either, not anime-y, very punchy, very brutal, very straightforward, very blunt physicality and fighting. This when he hits him while he's down, and suddenly you're up, and then suddenly you're getting kneed, and it's great. This is great. It's gritty and dark and straightforward, and it's not, again, there's no flair to it. It's not fucking around. He's not trying to be fancy. He's not trying to, throw big punches or anything like that. He's trying to rough you up and tell you to stay the fuck away. And he doesn't draw the sword. Swords are available to at least police officers, because we saw the guy in the phone booth with one as well. Or maybe that was an umbrella. I don't know. Either way. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm stopping this right where I am in the edit. That's right where I am. I was looking at Aki and thinking about everything in the episode with Aki, and I've got it. I've got the Aki storyline. And I've got this because I've got a roommate who's like this. Got a friend who's like this. This friend has experienced some darkness. Okay? Has been come across some people in his life that have been really fucked up in the head. And he's locked himself away in a lot of ways. Rock Lee style, behind gates, that kind of thing. Aki has done something like the same sort of thing. We can have a journey of integration for Aki, who, as far as I know, has no devil in him. What if through exposure to Denji, and then eventually through Dark Circumstance, the person who is most intensely against devils on a fundamental level can find some way of interacting and garnering power from the dynamic with his own devil side, or with some devil that he's able to integrate with, and we produce a more powerful, more stable Aki. Because everything that I say later, and I will say it later, about Aki being reserved and quiet and rock solid, but all because of layers and layers of scar tissue, is, I think, exactly right, and I think exactly who he is, and it weakens him. So he could grow stronger by being more free. Something like that. Oh, there's more there. That's such a setup. It's such a setup. All right. The cool smoke, and then throw it on you just to fucking piss on you again. He just doesn't know who he's dealing with. That's the thing. He really hasn't got a clue. This is nice. What kind treatment from you, friend? How nice of you. I think that the only going for the balls gag is pretty solid, and it does the straight to dirty fighting as fast as it could possibly be. And that's great. And as I said, as they start really hammering on each other, this is bonding. We're going to be best friends. And there we are. It's so good to see you getting along so well. It's such a great line for fucking, but she's perfect at this. Frame back and forth. Elevator location. This location with the bars behind her and the light behind her frames her very powerful and lovely. And we can always frame it from outside as well as the clouds roll by. This is a great set of shots that we've established for all our locations. Look at these guys again. Look at all these characters, all these human beings that I believe are human beings. These crowd shots look great. Again, filmic. And then there's something else to them. Our characters sort of slip through society, a little bit unseen, but still at the fringes. They're not a part of the normal walking crowd. They're not a part of the normal civilian cop population. They are offset and aside and weird. They go against the grain even when they're walking with some of the rest of the crowd. It's like they're sliding through unseen, under the surface. There's a sense to it, and that sense pervades all of the shots and all of the continuity and all of the framing and all of the thing. This is a director with a strong voice. with a strong voice, and I don't know how much of it is Fujimoto's voice and how much of it is Nakayama's voice, or whatever his name is. I just don't know. The conversations that we have are pretty cool, too. He doesn't answer, is she a bad person? He doesn't answer. If you think she is, then give up on her. Because that's kind of what he wants. So do you think she's a good person? Of course she is. What are you talking about? Not even a question. Fulfilled, you might say, and yet empty. Weird. So your boy gets everything that he ever wanted, and, as is almost always the case, finds himself at the finish line. Now what? Living a life with jam and bread and baths and stuff. That's all pretty cool, but it doesn't soothe the spirit. And when we get that little flashback of Pochita saying, I want to be there to see your dreams come true, doesn't seem to be what he means. And so we find out what the true goal will always be. It's kind of like Rudy. But here it's actually more naive and cute to me. It's sweet in some sense. It's so funny that we managed to make it almost sweet. But it is. Sweet, naive, goofy, childish. Titties! That'll do it. The one thing he hasn't checked off his list. And he's right. That'll do it. That'll definitely instill some desire to move forward into him. Will it be sustainable? Not once he touches some titties. Then he's gonna need a new goal. What eventually might he aim for? It's a bit of a reversal of our episode 1 dreaming is okay thing. He sees all these other people with their shitty dreams and goes, wait, if all these people have these horrible, destructive, awful dreams, then I might as well have mine because they're pretty simple and small. And now he starts to see that all these people have legitimate sort of worthwhile dreams that, at least to their sensibilities, maybe not to his, but to their sensibilities, make for a fulfilling life. The revenge thing for Aki, the cops protecting their families, the people protecting the city, whatever it is, he starts to get this impression, this ability to empathize with the normal world and see, okay, other people have dreams too. But instead of saying, well, then that means it's okay for me to have mine, he introspects and goes, so then what are my dreams then? Because they've got all these noble callings. And he tries to come up with his own. But again, it's like an image of how twisted and simple and restricted Denji is, that he comes up with what he comes up with. I again find it quite sweet and cute. Not cute to be a bad roommate, but, you know, what are you gonna do? We get our first kill mission. Bam, boom. It's almost pitiful. You filthy devil hunters. So all these devils really hate devil hunters, which is interesting. Like they're actually at war or disliking each other. I wonder if there's more to that, more depth to that. There might be. It's common in an environment like this that the one violence-producing organization actually instills the violence from the other side, and it's not as clear-cut as devil's bad, devil hunter's good. But who knows, right? Now that would track with having Mr. Swords Guy be part of the police force. That would track in some way, like the real corruption is within sort of thing, but I don't know. Filthy devil hunters, slice, didn't need to, and showed compassion because he was like me, or I could have been like him. So Denji is immediately at odds with a lot of the perspective of this world, and that should be expected, right? He is from the fringes, he is from far out. Man. You know what I really appreciate about Aki so far? Even when he's utterly heated, snapped, as Denji says a little bit later, he's completely cold calm. This dude is a killer. This dude is a killer, and he is so many layers of scar tissue traumatized deep that he's just gonna be a rock. He's just gonna be a rock, and that's lovely. I will remember that you said that. And of course, Denji's as selfish could be. Boobs, then. Boobs will do it. I love Power. I've said this many times in many different places. I really like Yankee style, insane girls. And she fits the bill. She also is very much like a character in Mushoku Tensei, who I also very much love. Uh, Look, see what I've done! So we get our introduction to a majority of our cast. We get shoved into the world of devil hunting on the daily. And away we go to find out how we can be useful and what we can use ourselves for. Solid. This is a reasonable second episode that does a lot of work. It does a snap to change in terms of our tone. Big shift in terms of our tone. We went from an episode 1 that's all about getting the setup in there and hooking you, and the episode 2 is filling in all the gaps and fleshing out the rest of the picture. And I think from there you can springboard into real storytelling. Because this episode is arrange the pieces, put all your cards out on the table, flip them all over, depending on what card game you're playing. You understand what I mean? You got to figure out what's actually on the board, and then we can move from there. And this sets up the board, I think, really nicely. I'm impressed, and I'm pleased, and I look forward to the next one. I hope you do too, and I hope to see you there. This is going to be a short episode, and I'm totally okay with that. We'll leave it here as it is and see what we build out of these pieces next time. See you there. Peace.